going on? It's the Gospel Heifers, Michelle.
And Rochelle.
We are here this lovely evening. Yes, new atmosphere, new backdrop, because I was getting tired of the backdrop that we did have.
I know, you switched the sides up on me. I feel awkward.
Well, next time we'll switch it up, okay?
Yeah.
But we was kind of trying to get things together right quick, and now we got it together.
That's
so,
messy.
Well, you usually sit there anyway when we out here.
No, I'm talking about, girl, you know what I'm talking about. Shut up. Girl, don't you, ooh, that's black people. Come on, can we act right? It's almost February.
Well, no, I know it's Black History Month, but you know it's also the shortest month of the year.
I know, but you know, I tell you, it's Black History Month.
Yeah, all year round. So thanks, guys, for coming in. We appreciate you guys tuning in to the Gospel Heifer Show. So look, let's go ahead and get to it. And I see we have our guest in the building. Let me make sure I get him in here right quick. So look, we're not going to even have any further ado because he's already in the building.
Oh my God, Black folks on time.
Black folks on time, the place
Shut
to be.
your mouth.
Okay, so let me get to my bearings real quick, folks. We have some quick news right quick to get over here. Number one, everybody should hear about the Wendy Williams. You know, she's got this biography coming out on Lifetime.
About her? Oh,
Yes.
I want to see that shit.
Well, look, she has a fan base. Apparently, people want to hear about her life.
They just want to see her husband leave and get pregnant. That's all they do. They don't really care. They don't really care.
So I'm just like, look, we're doing this bio, and there's going to be a lot of stuff revealed in this bio. Of course, her husband stepped out on her, had a side baby.
We already know this.
And her drug situation. So
we know all this.
Yeah.
Are they going to have when she fought on stage?
Yeah. You know what? You a low life. Only you would bring that up. Remember when that woman passed out?
Oh, yeah, everybody know the Statue of Liberty tumbling down. Yeah, I saw that.
Anyway.
Like I said, don't everybody know everything.
Look,
it don't really matter.
It don't matter, but I do want to talk about this one matter. Chico DeBarge. Now, you remember Chico DeBarge back in the day?
Of course I do. That's your twin.
No, that's not my twin. We used to think he was like fine.
Don't tell me he toe up.
Well, not only is he toe up, but
that's the one that signed my boobies.
That's the one that signed your boobies. Okay,
I don't really regret letting this man sign my boobies.
He signed your. That he has been arrested and was trying to impersonate his brother, El DeBarge.
Yeah, well, you know the whole family.
I was like, but you know they did.
The whole family got problems.
The family got problems. It's okay. We're gonna be all right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that,
see how ugly.
There's one black protester that's not getting a break from the Capitol disruption they did last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, when they overtook the Capitol.
All right, we have a black brother here. He is 20 years old. He was part of this situation.
Man,
You can't do everything that everybody else do.
No, you can't. You cannot do what white folks do.
You don't have that privilege. So I don't understand.
Regardless if you're a Trump supporter.
Exactly. All right. So
they haven't let that vegan boy out yet. You know, the one that has a
he
vegan diet.
ain't got his vegan diet yet. Okay, but we'll see about that. In other news, we also have where they are finally going to put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. The Biden administration says,
of course.
Okay,
so that was him and Obama's idea.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I was like. You can cash at the heifers, okay, for real. Alrighty, so I think that's going to pretty much do it for our warm up. But now it is time for somebody that we just admire this dude.
He's funny.
He's talented. He's down to earth, and he just became a new father.
So daddy.
I'll tell. And let's add him in here, Tony. Tony! What's going on?
I gotta lean in. It's cutting me off.
There we go. Is that better for you?
Yeah.
Can't hear you, Tony. Let me see if I got you on here. Make sure your mic is unmuted here. Okay. Can you try it again? Still can't hear you. What's going on with that sound here?
I don't know.
Yeah, but we got you in here. No, I can't hear you though, Tony. Trying to see what's going on here. Yeah, name, edit mic settings. Let's just try it again.
Unmute mic.
That's what I'm doing. Okay. Can't unmute your guests because they're. Okay, it said you muted on your end, so you have to unmute your mic on your end.
Yeah, unmute yourself, Tony.
Mm-hmm. Look, there is a button there. For some reason, I don't know why I can't hear you.
He looking like.
Let me see if I can turn it up. Yeah, it's all the way in here. I can see you, but I just can't hear you. You want to try this again? He's fiddling, y'all. Let's give him a moment. He's fiddling, y'all. So what's going on here, Tony? We're going to figure out the sound.
Sister people, how y'all doing?
Okay, so we're going to try to get Mr. Rock here. This mic, for some reason, is not working. It says you can't unmute your guest because their mic isn't connected. So they said, you ain't got no mic, Chris.
You ain't got no mic, Chris?
No, Tony, damn it.
Tony, damn it.
I said I wasn't going to do that.
You messing me up. You fired.
I'm sorry.
Tony, where your mic?
Yeah. Let's see what it says. Unmute mic. Yeah. It says your mic is muted on your end, Tony.
He said no.
Okay, let's do this. Try to come back in here. All right. You want to try to come back in here and see if we can do this again? Cool. Okay, so we're going to remove Mr.
Tony going to try to come back,
He's going to try to come back, y'all. So, like I said, this is still a fresh one.
And I don't know how, because he's better looking than his brother. I'm sure Tony won't mind that. Tony is better looking.
You know what? The ignorance that you bring. The ignorance that you bring. See, there's some shit you can think, and there's some things you should just keep quiet about.
I can't.
And I know that's the problem.
I can't. I got the risk.
Jesus Christ. So we're waiting on Tony to rejoin us. He was having some audio issues, so hopefully he will join us back in the studio shortly.
Oh, look at his burqa.
And we'll get a chance to talk to him. Yeah, the month of Sundays.
Tyra.
Okay. But this is a cool thing. Like I said, we're trying to bring the show to Facebook and YouTube and Twitter at the same time. And we occasionally go live on Instagram. So if you could get the hell off me. If you are not following us on Instagram, you got to follow the Gospel and Help Us, because we have all kind of stuff going on. We have random lives. We had one the other day with Spiritual Essentials.
That was lovely. I really enjoyed spiritual.
Yes.
It was very fresh.
It was a relief from the ratchetness, yes. Okay?
It was, because there's so much ratchetness on IG. I'm like, oh my God, somebody help.
I'm like, please, somebody just give us some help. So that's why we got to move this show to a better platform.
Move it around.
So we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube now, Periscope. And like I said, I didn't think Periscope was still existed. That's like feed for Twitter. So I wasn't aware. I did not know.
Well, I guess they say, hey, everybody else got cameras, but we're going to check ours down.
Okay.
For what?
Exactly. So we're still waiting on Tony to come into the building here.
Tony the Tiger.
And I don't want to hold him up long, because I know he is a new dad, and I know he wants to spend every moment, if he's down the road, with his new baby. You know what? We're going to have a new rule when we go live from now on. No touching. No touching.
Me no listen.
And we need at least a little distance from us.
Me no listen.
Yeah, you show the
you
hell
want
don't.
You want
all right.
space,
I want all kinds of 6 feet. Hey, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yay! There we go, Tone. What's going on, Mr. Rock?
Hello, ladies. Thank you for having me.
Man, look, thanks for coming back and hanging out with us, because it's been a minute.
It has.
It's been a minute, yes. The world has changed since we last spoke.
Man, look, don't even get me started on how the world has changed. And I know it's changed mainly for you, because you travel so much in doing your comedy tour. I have to know what type of hit or any changes is actually taking effect for stand-up comedy on your end.
The change in stand-up comedy is now that if you're touring, because a lot of guys just don't want to go out right now, but if you are one of those comics that are working right now, there's the clubs are at half capacity. They're socially distanced, so a lot of seats are moved around. The dynamics of the room is different, but the beauty of comedy is that it's basically not a very intricate art form. So as long as the people can hear you, then we can still work.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I know you're going to work the room regardless. You could be in the cardboard box and rock it. So I ain't worried about that.
I said put a big old plexiglass up on the stage.
Well, you never know. It's just precautions, because you have to do the social distancing. And I'm like, okay, how am I going to laugh my butt off with this mask on my face?
Well, I can laugh. It's just, I'm going to get my drink on while I'm doing it. That's what the problem is going to be.
That's the hurdle we're trying to overcome when it comes to comedy clubs. But
the world is trying to operate at a semblance of normalcy under the guise of this deadly pandemic. So, basketball games with no fans, it's like, that's kind of weird, but we're just trying to get a little bit of normal flow going again.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad that you're at least out there doing it, man, because I know you got a mouth to feed now.
Yeah, baby need new shoes.
Yes, congratulations, man. That baby is gorgeous.
I didn't get a chance to see the baby.
Oh, you need to follow.
The baby's all over social media. The baby's all over Facebook. The baby's all over Instagram.
I'm gonna go look. Why you looking at me? He's the one supposed to be looking at me crazy now. You act like it's your baby.
But no, I'm looking at you like it's my responsibility to show you people.
It is.
No, it's not. You have the internet.
Well, God bless.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Boy or girl, since I ain't seen the baby.
Boy, son, my heir.
I don't know if I can tell you nothing now. You got your boy.
Yeah, nobody can tell me nothing. You're right.
But you need a girl next now.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, he's still getting his feet wet in fatherhood.
I'll give you like 4 years to try for that girl.
Yeah, well, we'll see how I do. I mean,
I've always wanted to have my children close in age. So if I'm gonna have another kid, it's gonna come in the next few months.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now, what does your wife say about this?
Hey, I'm rich. She'll say whatever I wanted to say.
I know that's right. She be like, "Come on, baby, get this rich out."
So, what was your first reaction when you heard that you were about to become a father?
Well, we were trying to have a child. We were trying to conceive.
Good.
So I was in I remember it was a weekend. I forgot it was Saturday or Sunday, but it was a weekend, and I was home, and I heard her on the phone talking to the doctor, and she just ran upstairs like, "Babe, it's on. We're gonna have a baby."
That's awesome.
So you do cartwheels.
Awesome.
I was very excited, and I started calling all my siblings to let them know that the greatest nephew was on his way.
All right now.
So I mean,
I wanted to let them know to get their money up because this baby ain't gonna be cheap.
No baby is ever cheap.
Nah.
I don't care how much you say.
But I already know he's finna be spoiled.
Mm-hmm. But he's such a cutie pie.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I saw you.
My brother Chris already gave him his first producer's credit on the re-release of Tambourine.
Yes.
There's a re-release of Tambourine on Netflix, extended cut, and he made my son executive producer.
Oh my God, that is hot!
And now you keep it a family.
That we just got through watching that stand up a couple of days ago.
Man, that was funny.
Oh my God, man!
Yeah.
When he said Rihanna looked at him like he was an auntie, I said, "Okay."
Yeah, Rihanna won't be so lucky. Rihanna won't be so lucky if she and I cross paths.
Yeah. I'm sure, Tony. I'm sure you got the moves. You're gonna make those moves, okay?
Yeah.
But with fatherhood being on your agenda now, like I said, I've seen various videos of you and your son together. I love how the Grinch Stole Christmas book reading went down with your son. I mean, do you really cherish those type of moments? Because they only this size for so long, man.
Yeah, it's for myself, it's the greatest thing that's ever happened in my life. I embraced it. I enjoy it. I'm not one of those dads. Like I've realized I had a kid a little older than a lot of my friends. So they were still trying to figure out their lives at the same time as being a parent. Okay. For me, I've had the luxury of I'm well established in what I'm doing in my career. So I'm not really trying to figure myself out at this point. So I can just focus my 100% attention on my child.
That's good.
Awesome.
That's one thing I have to say, because most parents don't get that luxury. They have to go to a 9-to-5 or do whatever, and they don't really get to pick and choose their moments with their kids. But when you're self-employed, it's a lovely thing.
Yeah, but it's also just being older. Like I had friends that had kids in their 20s, so they really didn't have a firm grasp on who they were.
Exactly.
And now they have a child thrust into this, so they're trying to figure out their lives at the same time, figuring out how to take care of another life. And it's not so much being self-employed. It's just that I'm older, so I understand who I am.
Sure, he knows who he is.
Yeah, I understand how to teach a child, how to bring a child up.
Yeah, that's cool. So that's lucky for me, because when we got a time limit, the clock run out, you can't.
So you got powdered eggs, okay? That's all you gonna do.
I got no eggs.
Okay, have a Benjamin Button baby up in here. Okay, for real. I'm just saying. But I'm so glad to see that you've really taken fatherhood to heart, and I can tell because you started doing live series on your Instagram, talking to other men about fatherhood. Yeah.
Fatherhood Rocks is what it's called. We do it every Sunday at 2:00. I stopped doing it for the next 2 weeks because Super Bowl is going on. Football playoffs was going on, and it was hard to get men. it was hard to get my friends to commit to an hour-long conversation when there's football going on. So I stopped for 2 weeks until after the Super Bowl. I'll start back up, and it gives me time to, get a lot of guys locked in. Like a lot of guys were saying they were going to do it, so now I have 2 weeks to make sure that everybody's locked in. So when I start back up, I'll have someone for every week.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I enjoy the conversations. I peep in.
I would enjoy that more than football.
Yeah, it's just a conversation with fathers to just shine a light on an area that doesn't have a lot of light, shown on it. That there are very many men out there that are very happy fathers, doting parents, just like moms. They love their kids. They take the time out to nurture their kids. They're bringing up someone that they want to be better than them. And for a lot of times, especially with black men and black fatherhood, it's not a lot of light, not a lot of kudos to good black fathers. And I'm trying to show people that there are very many men out there that are just as happy to be parents as women.
Yeah. Well, statistics has said that black men are more involved in their children than most other men.
Yeah, but they won't tell you that.
Exactly.
I know we got to go research it, but I know my daddy was involved with us.
Yeah, I'm one of 10 kids. My father was there every day.
See, and the thing about it is that they do put that stigma on black men, and like I said, it's a myth. It's not true. It's a complete myth about black men not taking care of their children.
And just like all black women ain't hoochies, it's a lie.
They want you to think that black men don't take care of their children. They want you to think that black men are incredibly dangerous to be around. That's why when you see a cop pull a black guy over, it's 10 cop cars.
Yeah.
Because they want the public to think, the white public to think, we have to do this because these men are so dangerous. We have to do this because these black men are so dangerous. So that when as a white person, when you're in an interaction with a black person, you feel that fear.
Yeah.
So it's up to us to show that we're not dangerous. We love our children just like you love your kids. We want our kids to be great just like you want your kids to be great. We have to be in control of the say again?
The narrative of how we
we have to be in control of the narrative that our people are seeing.
Exactly. Now, speaking of cops and children, I know you've seen that video with that young girl being slammed onto the ground and knocked out and handcuffed.
I just saw it maybe an hour ago.
So how pissed was you?
I wanted to throw up. And the thing that's upsetting about it, the thing that's really infuriating about it is we already know nothing's going to happen to that cop.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We already know. So we have to go on with the rest of our day knowing that we saw this horrific thing and nothing's going to happen.
But I know as a parent,
I'll be in jail.
You can't help but as a parent visualize yourself in that situation. Yeah. And, if I go down to school, am I going to even have a civil head to have a conversation?
No, I'm not.
Because it's going to be fool time. You can't sit up here and take somebody's child and do them like that. And then she's losing consciousness in between this attack.
She lost consciousness. As soon as she hit that ground and her head hit that concrete, that child may be brain damaged. We don't know.
We don't know yet,
But I know going down, I'm telling everybody, get your bond money together. Give me my gun.
But you know what? As a parent, that's the first thought. You know what? That's my child. I'm just gonna have to spend some time in jail.
Yeah. I mean, what else can you say?
Exactly. Because I always tell them, I said, if y'all call anybody about my son, please call me first. Do not call his aunt.
Don't call auntie. Auntie tearing up the school. I don't have any children, so I live through her. And my nephew is my everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna cuss, but you know the F word is going around. Furniture moving, buildings blowing up.
Smoke in the city. Smoke in the city.
Yeah, she gonna bring that smoke for real, because I just don't see how any black parent, they have to face that reality. I mean, when I saw the Trayvon Martin situation, and my son was way younger at the time, but I couldn't help but visualize, what if that was my child? And I understand, because we have to have these conversations with our children before they leave the house.
Yeah. Even if what's the other kid? Tamir Rice, outside playing with a toy gun, which every kid has done in their life, just played with a toy gun and got shot dead. Because little black boys don't have the luxury of boys being boys. Little black boys don't have that luxury. Little white kids could go throw eggs at somebody's house and toilet paper somebody's house and
vandalize, do everything.
Shoot a pellet gun at mailboxes and all that. And it's boys are just being boys. But a little black kid walk outside with the same plastic toy and is shot dead, and the cop, a grown ass man, could say, "I feared for my life."
Yeah.
But it's sad that they don't look at our children as children.
Yeah. Right. That's why I show Charleston. My son's name is Charleston. I show Charleston all the time, and I get all these likes and all these comments like, "He's so cute, he's so cute." Because I want people to understand it. Like, keep in mind, this is a child. I want y'all to know next year he's going to be a child too, and 2 years from now he's still a child. Have that same energy when he's 5 years old.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that kills me, because it's like when a black child reaches a certain age, for some reason outside of our community, they're not cute no more. They're
not kids no more. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's more about the age of 7 and up.
Pretty much. And God help the child if he's, big for his age, then that's a whole different scenario.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, are you going to be empowering black fathers more outside of your Instagram Live?
I want to do something. I want to do more with the Instagram Live. I do want to. I would like to, and I should stop saying like to, because if I want it to happen, I got to make it happen. But I want to take the Fatherhood Rocks on the road somehow. Like maybe have an open forum with fathers from city to city and let them come and talk about what they're going through and the struggles of trying to maintain a relationship with their child when the mother won't let them, or maybe even open it up to mothers as well, just like Parenthood Rocks.
I think that would be great.
Yeah, so
there's a lot of single fathers out here too, though. There's a lot of men raising their kids on their own without the mom, because the mom happens to be a deadbeat.
But they won't tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. They want to paint the picture of it's just black men, and you guys are just having baby by randoms.
Yeah.
So that's the picture that they paint.
Oh, I know, but I've dated one, and I knew the mom was a deadbeat. So I pretty much kept the child all the time. And then I'm dating a guy now. The mama is not a deadbeat, but he raises the son because it's a man thing. I'm gonna have my boy, and his daughter comes back and forth.
Yeah.
So,
but at least he's playing an active role. That's the main thing. He's an active role.
He'll tell you everything else come last. My kids come first.
Yeah, as long as you just play an active role. If you just do what you can, when you can, where you can, how you can, but just be active in some capacity. Don't be a guy that knows that you have a life out there that you're responsible for, and you don't take any accountability for it. Because when that kid's in trouble, when that kid is in prison, which that leads to, or when that kid has a child out of wedlock, which that leads to, then you're just going to be absolved of all responsibility. You can't live like that.
Exactly.
Or when that child become rich, don't come around calling.
Right.
Don't call me. You ain't call me for my birthday. Move it around.
But do you think, as the black community and as parents, that we need to get a better understanding the police need to have about us and about our standards and our upbringing for our children? And I'm thinking if police made more of a connection with the people in the community, we wouldn't have as many incidents as we supposedly have. But at the same time, do you think it's up to us to kind of have these meetings with the police departments?
Well, that's really not their agenda.
Exactly.
That's really not their agenda. They don't get paid overtime in nice neighborhoods because nothing's going on. They get paid overtime because there's gang activity, and they get paid overtime because there's a gunshot went off at midnight and they get to go investigate. They get paid overtime because young black men wearing red shirts are shooting at young black men with blue shirts. So they kind of enjoy the debacle that's going on in the black community. You know, it's what puts their kids through private school. Yeah. So if we're going to do anything as black people, we need to understand that we should have some responsibility for our own people. We should police our own. We should police our own. Because when they come, by the time they come, it's too late. When they come in to take somebody away in a body bag or in a paddy wagon.
Yeah, or both.
Or both, right. So, they feed the prison system through what's going on in our neighborhoods. And once we know that, then we got to start policing our own neighborhoods.
Yeah, that's true.
There was a time when older black men were considered OGs, and they would police the neighborhood. They would tell young black men, "Don't do that. That'll lead to destruction. That'll lead to your demise. That'll lead to prison. That'll lead to death." And now those guys are gone. And there's a reason why those guys are gone, because they don't want those guys to be in the neighborhood uplifting black youth. They want to be able to put them away for very many years.
Exactly.
And then the respect level what kids have now for their elders is not the same.
It's standards that like Tony said, we have to start
We had to on our own. Yeah, we had to get on our own. That's just like when the Black Panthers was around. You know, there wasn't none of that nonsense going on with drug dealers. You know, old women felt safe. Mm-hmm. The police wasn't coming in there popping caps on black kids. You know,
and that's why their number one focus was to get rid of the Black Panthers.
Exactly.
That's why their number one focus was to get rid of Malcolm X.
Mm-hmm.
He talked uplifting and doing for self. And once you do. First of all, the most dangerous thing that could ever happen in this country is black people coming together. Let's just act like we know that.
Yes.
So if that ever happens, everybody's in trouble if we ever come together. Financially, spiritually, mentally. If we all collectively came together, nobody's standing a chance against us. And I'm not saying fighting. I'm saying like what we could accomplish monetarily, what we could accomplish politically, what we could accomplish across the board. Nobody would stand a chance.
That's why they're so mad about Biden being in the White House, because black folks put him in. I think they're more mad about that than Biden winning.
No, that's what the anger, the storm in the Capitol we saw came from fear of black people did this.
Exactly.
And if they have this much of a hand in politics, we're in fucking trouble.
Yeah.
So we're gonna storm the Capitol to show our resistance against what black people did.
Still didn't stop nothing.
No, it still doesn't stop nothing. But you have to look at during the election, all kind of nonsense taking place. I mean, the voter suppression was overwhelming.
Oh my God, he went in.
I mean,
Trump went in.
I mean, all his homeboys made sure that everybody had difficult, especially in urban areas, had a difficult time casting their vote, and that's why
they took mailboxes. They removed mailboxes.
They did the same thing in Houston. The Houston area is a very popular black and Latino neighborhood.
Yeah. And
they only had one place to do
for Harris County.
Yeah, for the ballot. So, but the thing is, they still didn't stop them.
But that shows you when black people are resilient, nothing can stop us.
Exactly.
Well, that's why I tell black folks too. I don't want to hear that no more. That my vote don't count. I don't want to hear no more.
And now that we got a black VP,
Madam Lieber,
I want to ask your opinion, Tony. Do you think that this is the first woman vice president, first black woman in this kind of power? Do you think that will embody any positive change in our society?
You got to look at politics for what it is. Like, no president can really get the things he says he is going to do done without the higher ups. That's why they shackled Obama. They didn't let Obama do everything he wanted to do because there's people he has to answer to, and they're not going to let somebody give that minorities that kind of power.
Yeah, I can see
so
that.
I don't want to get in trouble for saying it, but I think like in some manner, she's just a figurehead. Just like in some manner, Obama was just a figurehead.
Yeah,
he couldn't get everything he wanted to get. He couldn't get everything done that he wanted to do because
he had a Republican House.
The real cast of power that's over all of this is like, we're not going to let him do all that.
Right. Exactly.
But Obama had to answer to Mitch McConnell.
But with that said, I'm still optimistic because there's never been a black person in this position. So the fact that a black person even got to that position is a win for us. The fact that Obama got to the position he got to is a win for us. So we can keep those wins going, and we can get some black people in some seats that can't be removed. Then we really change the game.
Yeah.
Because I'm hoping that now Biden and Stacey, God bless her, flipped the House in Georgia. And now that we have the House, we have the president. I'm hoping we can get more things done than Obama was able to, because he had a lot of
We have to hurry up. We have to hurry up and get stuff done. It's like we got to hurry up and get stuff done before Mama come home. We gotta make sure everything before anything changes. Let's get it done now. Let's hurry up and get all this stuff done now before they change it again.
Yeah, but we just gotta get out there and vote like we did. This go around. We gotta continue voting.
But with the Senate right now, he's only got like this much
of a window.
Of getting some stuff signed and done and finalized before it's just like 2 years up. Okay, let's go back to the dirt.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay.
But now Biden has a bill coming up to work on racism in America. That's one of his things he's trying to do.
How can a bill change mentality?
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. What is he really going to be able to do to change?
How can a bill change the fact that there are people in this country teaching their sons and daughters racism so that it will perpetuate beyond their years?
Exactly.
How can a bill change that?
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna see what he do.
You know what's going to change it? You know what's changed? What people really don't seem to take into account that's going to really change things?
What?
That black men are knocking up very many different races of women, and soon that population is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And so all the brothers out there that are impregnating black women, keep it up. But you have to.
For the sisters, though, okay?
But you have to be a father to the child. Don't just knock up different races and leave bastard children in your wake.
But that's what's scaring them, and that's another reason why they stormed the Capitol, is because this country is going back brown.
Right.
And that's their fear.
That's their fear. Public Enemy said it years ago, fear of a black planet. That's what their fear is. Mm-hmm. Their fear is if these black people get this type of education that they're getting now, because they're going to school and more going to college than ever, if they get this type of education and this type of financial stability where brothers are learning how credit works, brothers and sisters are learning how credit works and how real estate works and doing all type of genius things with social media and doing all type of being enterprising at a level that we've never been at before. They fear that. They fear that.
Yeah,
that's what it all boils down to. If you want to break it down to the smallest fraction, it's fear that we are getting smarter and realizing the game. Yeah. And once we get a hold of something, it's going to be really problematic for these guys that really think like a lot of Trump's supporters were poor, uneducated, white people.
Yeah,
that he galvanized and made them think we're going to make America great again. What is again? Again means to return to.
To
return to. So they thought, we're going back to when we could say whatever we wanted to say and do whatever we wanted to say to black people, and they didn't have any power. Yeah, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing.
No,
we getting smarter, more financially stable, more financially independent, more knowledgeable about what's going on in the world. And if you want to stay in that same closed-minded mind frame of we just better simply because we white, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
You're in trouble. If you think, I'm just white, it's gonna work out for me. Good. Nope. Let's see how that shit work.
Okay. This is like with Jane Elliott, is that her name? The professor Jane Elliott. And she said it's regardless of what white people do and try to do, she said it's going back black. Yeah. Regardless of what they try to do. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you follow Jane Elliott. I love her.
Of course.
Yeah, I knew I should. Yeah. So she's like, there's nothing you could do. It's going to go back to what it was before y'all got here.
Mm-hmm. And that's the main fear. Yeah. So I think once we buckle down, I think that my only thought is we can buckle down on our own community.
Yeah,
and like I said, I know that's going to be it's going to be a little struggle because everybody's not going to jump on board.
I say all the time. Listen, I'll take care of my people. You take care of yours.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. And so what makes me mad when I say that?
I'll work on mine. You work on yours.
Exactly.
And what makes me mad is like when we had the conversation and our friend was talking about, that makes me upset. I got mixed children. Like, dude, I'm not saying. I'm not saying forget white people in a racist manner. I'm saying you got to clean your house.
Exactly.
Now I want black folks to get out of that mind frame as well. Mm-hmm. Being so offended when folks say you got to clean your house. Exactly. Don't worry about what white folks doing.
This is sticking over here. And that's why I wish we would put more energy and focus on just to how we can heal our own community, how we can stop being crabs in the barrel of each other. Mm-hmm. I mean, because you know how this industry is, Chris. It's cutthroat.
I want to stop the whole. This is what I want to stop. I want to stop the entire conversation of if that was white. If they was white, it wouldn't have happened. We know that. We know that. You're right. So what are we gonna do? If he was white, they wouldn't. It's always.
But when they said it to me, it just burns me.
Yeah. It gets under your skin.
It gets under my skin. I'm like, dude.
I just be shaking my head.
Shut your mouth.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Please don't say that.
You said it to the wrong one.
But I think that's going to be a process. That
I want to stop that whole conversation.
Exactly. Because I'm just like, dude, we're not talking about that scenario. We're talking about this one right now and why we need to focus. But what I find is a lot of folks, when you talk to folks in your own community, there are some that feel that we ought to have racial harmony and everything else. I'm not.
But how can you have racial harmony when you don't love yourself?
You don't have it within your own community.
Well, you ready to go bust a cap in that man.
Right.
White man step on your shoe, excuse me. Black man do it, you ready to bust a cap in them.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous. But I think we got a lot of healing to do. I'm just hoping that everybody is not having the sake of hope in any politician, number one.
Or Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Don't put any hope in your politician. Don't put any hope in no politician.
But they always look at, if it's not a politician, how come Jay-Z and Beyonce did this? I'm like, what fool? I knew you had a bunch of women that were not rich that all got their tax return or whatever, and they started buying up buildings. I said, you don't have to be a millionaire to do this.
You can buy the block together.
Exactly.
But sometimes when we do business with each other, folks get a little iffy. But I think if somebody
you can do business with your people, but you better put everything in writing. Black people like to do business with a handshake, which is a very noble thing to do. But no, can't do it.
But that contrast came in play because it was not noble no more.
Exactly.
Exactly.
See, that's way back in the Western time.
I mean, get paperwork on anything business that you're doing.
Once we stop with the barter system, like I'll give you a chicken for that goat, everything was in paper.
Shoot, I'm gonna need more than that chicken. You can get goat milk and you get a deal with that goat.
You know what? I'm not dealing with you right now with your breakdown of the damn goat.
Remember the African dude that was talking about giving the goats and the cows to date some girl on IG?
Oh, that's a whole cultural thing where you have to have a farm.
I said, dude, we're gonna need some cash over here. We're in America.
Yeah, they do that. They do that all the time. You got to watch 90 Day Fiance. It's always like I gave his mother a goat so I could marry his daughter. It's like, whoa, really?
If that's what the tradition calls for, then I guess that's just the.
But I was like, but when you in America, you don't want no goats.
Yeah. That's not a tradition. That's not a tradition in Brooklyn.
Exactly.
You try that with a black mother in Bed-Stuy. What the fuck I'm gonna do with a goat?
I need some of these brownstones.
Exactly.
A couple of them.
Exactly. But I know you're touring this weekend. Where are you going to be at this weekend, Tony?
This weekend I'm in St. Louis, Missouri at Helium Comedy Club, myself and my man Joe Fox. And next week I'm in Virginia Beach, Virginia at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone with my friend Terrence Delane opening the show. And I got a lot of new material. And last week I was in Cincinnati. The new material rocked. I'm like so excited about the new material just going over so well. I'm ready to get back out there. And my son is visiting his grandparents. He'll be back next week. So I miss my baby. I'm waiting for my baby to come home, and he will come home. He will come home to a lot of money.
He gonna come home with a lot of spoil too, baby, with his grandparents.
Yeah, because grandparents, they take their level of coddling children to a whole nother level. I'm like, not the same person.
Yeah, I don't recognize my mom.
Oh man, listen. So his mother's parents live in Europe, and my mom's was in Brooklyn at the time. So he left LA and went to Brooklyn. He was on a tour. He's on tour. He went from LA and stopped in Brooklyn. He stopped in Brooklyn. He saw all my brothers. He saw my sister. He saw my moms. They went bananas. They hadn't seen him since the pandemic. So they went crazy over my baby. Then he left. Then he left and went to Europe to see his other side of the family. They're going crazy over him. So nobody wants him to leave. I'm like, he got to come back to me. He has to come back to me,
Trust him, when he turned 5 and 6, they be bringing him back. I promise you. Because when my nephew got here, I was the only one keeping him. Yeah. I didn't want nobody. If you want family, back up.
But no, the age hit in. And
I'm like, but where is your mama?
Where is your mama at?
I'm like, Michelle. Where's this heifer? She would walk, she was so calm about leaving him with me. He was 3 watching his little shows. I said, but where's your mama at? She went to the store. What that? She didn't tell me nothing. She just left.
You didn't hear.
Just left me with she lied to me. I didn't hear.
I'm looking forward to it. I'll wait for my baby to come home, man.
Well, I know you are. I know you are. Tony, I cannot tell you, man. It has been a pleasure talking to you again. And hopefully,
awesome.
I'm telling you, we always look forward when we talk to you because we already know we're going to get some real conversation. You did our Black History rundown.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that this heifer here loves. We are both like pro-Black, but at the same time, she can get like militant Black Panther on you at the same time.
Well, if you're a Black person, you gotta have all those layers in you. You have to have you gotta have your Black Panther layer. You gotta have your Obama layer. You gotta have your cautious optimism as a Black person in America.
Yeah.
You have to have your biblical, in tune with the Most High. You gotta have all that as a Black person. Man. A Black person is a 17 layer cake.
Yeah, there's layers to this.
Parfaits are delicious.
Yeah, parfait. Yeah. But it's the truth. It's layers to it. And that's the funny thing about it, because white people just love me. Oh, I'm just so sweet until they cross me. And then they see this other side.
That's why Black people can really engage anybody, because it's just like, what layer you want? I'll give you whatever layer you want. Once I see what layer you want, I can match you. You want to go militant? I'm like, let's go. Let's storm the Capitol. You want to go Black? You want to go Black Power? Let's go here. You want to go American history? Let's go here. You want to go uplift the Black women? Let's go here. Wherever you want to go, I'll meet you there.
Exactly.
There you go. I'm that chick.
So Black folks are like parfaits. Layers.
Just call me Miss Parfait then, boo.
Well, I already call you Donkey from Shrek as it is.
You know what? I'm not gonna take the insults in front of.
I'm just saying,
because she loves to call me Donkey from Shrek, and I don't need that.
Eddie Murphy's character in Shrek, right here, sitting next to me, because that's what she does. She'll talk. See, that's why you got that face on right now, don't you?
but Donkey was riding. Donkey was like, "I'm gonna ride for you, Shrek."
Oh, he's a ride or die, but that mouth.
He's a rider.
Just. She knows she loves it. She'd be so lonely if she was an only child.
Let me tell you something. I don't even know how to act. If I get,
I'm sure just like you and Chris bounce off of each other. It's love.
It's all love. It's all love.
Yeah, don't let this heifer complain.
Well, look, next time you want to promote something, of course, if you want to share Little Man on the live with us, we will be delighted to have.
And I'm about to go scrolling to find this cutie pie. I love babies I can give back to. I love that. Ooh, that's the best.
You know what? You ain't gonna worry me.
Just fill them up with candy.
You're gonna love,
ruin them.
You're gonna love,
give them back.
Tony's baby is such a cutie.
I'm sure he's a cutie.
Oh my God, he's such a cutie. I said, you know what? If I could just go back in time with mine around that age, I would love it.
Yeah, he's a little a-hole now.
He is. He's
17. His mother says that all the time. Can he just stay this size? I'm like, no, I'm looking forward to the grown. I'm looking forward to the 16-year-old coming in here with a little peach fuzz thinking he knows something.
Oh my God.
Oh, trust me, that's what I got running around here right now. So I'm
looking forward to him trying to get over on me. He doesn't know I was the worst kid in school. You can't get over on me. You can't. I'm looking forward to that.
Because my nephew takes after his grandmama, God bless him. He cannot lie. Oh my God. I just let him go just so I can get a joke.
I'm like, boy, you're going to have an arm.
I'm looking forward to telling him I invented that.
Exactly.
You trying to get over on me? I invented that, kid. I was the one that started that whole thing.
Right. They don't understand until
they don't
understand that they're gonna pull one over on you, and you're like, wait a minute, hold up.
Well, you gonna have fun then.
Yeah, you gonna have a ball.
Because he gonna try
I'm gonna have a ball. I'm popping up at school. I'm popping up at school unannounced just for no reason. What's up? What's my kid doing? He doing good? He in class? All right, I'll see you later. Boom.
I'm that dad. Straight then.
Yeah, you're gonna be real straight.
Yeah, that's some crap mama used to do. Embarrassed to be peeping in the damn window. I saw you on reading and doing what you're supposed to do at school.
Oh, what you doing at school?
Why
aren't you at work?
I'm that kid. I'm the dad that's like, okay, that's your friend. I need to talk to his parents. If that's your friend, let me talk to his parents. See what type of stuff they on, because you might not be allowed to hang out with that kid.
And that was the same thing I do with my child. He's only had one sleepover, and that's only because I felt comfortable with the family.
Yeah, I'm not letting nobody else. I'm not letting nobody else's kid bring me down because they bring my kid down because they wasn't raised right.
I know that's right.
There you go. All right then, Tony. Well, you rock on, my brother. Please be safe while you're on your comedy tour.
Especially in St. Louis.
Yes. Thank you so much.
That's like Memphis, so I already know we from Memphis. So have your bodyguards with some, some gas. Yeah, triple mask up and a gun.
Ladies and gentlemen, please follow Mr. Rock on his Instagram, his Twitter page. Do you have a YouTube page, Tony?
I do have a YouTube page, but I'll give more information later because I just started filming some content that I'm going to put on exclusively on YouTube and my Facebook. So
Okay.
just trying to capitalize on every form of social media, since there's so many other things I could be doing that could be lucrative, one, and could be fun as well. So
Exactly.
my social media pages are Tony Rock on Twitter, Tony_Rock on Instagram. My YouTube page, I think it's Rock the World TV.
Okay.
And what else is there? It was just just whatever you hit me up on. I talk to everybody, as you know. So when you hit me up, I'll respond.
Yo, I know you do.
Down to earth, brother.
This is one thing I love about Tony, y'all, because like I said, it's been Lord knows how long since the last time we talked to Tony. And I said, you know what, we got to get Tony back on that, and we're doing our video format.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I hope to God he don't cuss me out. Reaching out to him.
Who you have? No, you.
Oh, you want to talk to me now?
You said, can we get you back on the show? I said, sure. And then you hit me again. It's like, okay, so do I need to send an email or what? I said, you see when I said sure, that was the confirmation.
Look, you know how we do. When you have to produce and book your own guests, and
that's why I make it easy. That's why I make it easy. Sure, I'm in.
God bless you. Thank you so much. I mean, that's why you make my job so much easier. But I'm sorry, I have to double check on folks sometimes. They'll be like, "Oh, that was today." I'm like, "Yeah."
But she told me you was being funny. Like, yeah, right here.
Yeah, I'm going right here. I told you I was coming, so I'm coming. Okay, so it won't be no problem.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. I have been that guy sometimes. Get a phone call in the morning, like, "Hello, hey, you ready? Ready for what?"
Well, it's like me right
like
there.
The interview. I'm like, the interview. Oh man, I thought that was next week. My bad. I gotta jump out of bed, run downstairs with quiet.
Even though I know you are prompt, you have never done that to us, but it's just protocol.
Yes, I understand. I'm not mad at you.
All right then, Tony. Thank you so much for joining
us. Thank you, ladies. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Take care.
All right,
the same on. Thanks.
The fabulous Tony Rock was in the building, man. I promise.
He's always awesome.
Tony. Yeah. Tony is just like I said, he's a down to earth brother.
Laid back brother.
And if you guys have not seen his stand up,
oh, that man is funny.
We went to the Improv when he was here.
Yes, he was at the Improv.
Oh my God.
I was eating hot wings and busting guts. I was eating hot wings. I forgot what I was drinking.
You know
what?
I'll
never forget about them hot wings. Hot wings is part of my regiment diet.
Oh, I mean, I'm a hot wing fan too, but I just don't remember when I went to see him what we had.
I always remember what I ate.
Okay, anyway,
if it was good,
look, it's time.
If it was good,
all right, it's time to get.
Girl, I see our girl was up in here.
It's time to get to the last segment of the show, and that is the question.
Well, a couple of folks on IG already know what I do. Because that has actually recently happened. And, I called them out. Yeah, I called them out on it. I said, you's messy. Mm-hmm. You's not important. Okay? You was messy.
Oh, my God. She went to the help, okay? But
I let the person know.
But that takes a lot of nerve and energy for you to be hating on one of your friends' because they cool and you don't like it. So you throw a monkey wrench up in the plan and just ruin that friendship.
That stuff always comes back. Misery will always keep coming back.
But it kind of reminds me of that Housewives of Atlanta mindset. Oh, you like her, I can't be your friend.
Well, it makes me think of Kenya because she's so messy. Mm-hmm. Beautiful young woman.
Right.
But nothing goes right for her.
No.
Everything's, extra, especially with her relationships.
Yeah.
And I believe because she's so toxic within herself.
And she's always bringing somebody else down.
And she's always bringing someone else down. It's like Karma, like, okay, come here, let me show you this.
Karma's got something for you.
Okay.
But we did get some responses from our people in our IG family. So we're going to share some of these responses right quick. All right.
Cry.
And that's the truth, okay? So I was just interested in that because I've seen that take place in reality where people just get, breaking up friendships just because they ain't feeling that person or they're jealous of that relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we grown here. We're not in high school.
And shoot, this was in high school, and we had a group of girls that we used to hang with, and the other little group that was hanging with her way before me got into the middle of me and her friendship. We didn't speak to almost, you remember that, Renee?
Yeah.
We almost didn't speak for like 4 or 5 years. And it was so weird. The people that caused the friction, we ended up sitting with each other at their grandmother's funeral.
Exactly.
And we just became friends again. And then we start talking. Oh, that's what they said. Girl, really? Girl. And we both were like, we need to slap each other for listening to it.
Yeah. I mean, but you got to see, because some people do have problems. They have issues with themselves on why they feel they should drag their misery into your life and try to break up friendships.
Anybody got time for that?
Nobody got time for that nonsense. But look, this was our second spin on StreamYard, so we'll get it together next time.
But this one did go better.
It went better because
the sound was off. That's the only thing that
was wrong.
That's the
only thing. Tony was able to come in. Was able to see Tony. Was able to hear him at the second go around. So
it was out of my control. What's that movie that you like that always was saying?
Dangerous Liaison.
Yes. Have y'all ever seen that?
I may have to watch. I haven't watched that.
Don't watch it right now.
No, I know you don't want to watch it because you're watching something ratchet in there.
I'm watching Bondage.
I know that's
and it just got good, y'all.
Oh God,
it just really got good. So I got to go back and finish watching it.
Look, we appreciate you guys tuning in to the Gospel Heifer Show. Next week, we have got the fabulous.
Who, me?
Sensual.
Me? Oh, God, I know who you said. Girl, I'm going to have extra towels up in here for her.
Comedian, writer, producer, actor, Kevin Tate. Yes.
Okay, he's an actor, too?
Yes, he's a writer, and he's a producer.
I can see that.
And the host of the Zodiac Show that airs nightly at 8:30 p.m. PST time. So if you guys are on Instagram,
I know she got a low shirt on, too.
Oh, yes, because we are celebrating his, 300 episode. We are going to celebrate. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. I'm going to put on my other little button-up crap because I promised him titties.
Yeah, we promised him there was going to be some cleavage in the building. So, hey, it's going to be virtual cleavage. I'm going to be just looking at the eye candy and enjoy talking to him next week, y'all. That's all I'm saying.
I want to thank everybody that's in here.
Mm-hmm.
I saw my girl. How you pronounce her name? Lovey. I can't. How you pronounce her name again?
See that I got to go here. Lovedina. I'm sorry, we're jacking up your name. I'm sorry, but Spiritual Essentials.
Spiritual, yeah. I'm gonna learn the name because it's a gorgeous name.
It's a gorgeous name. It's just like you don't hear that name too often.
And my first Gemini that I like.
Yay! She's a Virgo.
I said Gemini.
Yes.
My bad. Virgo. We just talked about your Gemini.
Yes. So you get
you got more what I said. I'm sorry, girl, but you're my first guess. Virgo. We was talking about Kevin, and he's a Gemini.
Whew. Yes, he is.
And you can tell.
Okay, y'all. I got to stop because I can't.
Yeah, let's get off because I don't want you.
Because I'm looking forward to
you gonna steam up the camera.
I'm just looking forward to his show this evening, celebration. He's gonna be fly. I know he is, and I'm gonna have my cleavage out, so I'm good. All right.
And she got her 2 little braids.
Yeah, I said, let me get my braids, girl. Hit me up. Mm-hmm.
It's funny when Negroes ask you for stuff at the last minute, and I had to cook today. I had to run to the store today. Okay, had to make sure my big ass got on that machine and worked out so I could get slim again and get myself together. Oh, can you do my braids?
I asked you yesterday, though.
I don't remember that.
I asked you yesterday.
Regardless, I had to do it today when I had to do all this stuff.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I jacked on your agenda. Okay, how about that?
Jacked on it. Don't sound right.
Jacked it exactly.
On that note, good girl, God, stay over there.
All right, y'all. We will see y'all later. Next week, same time, same place. So until next time, everybody.